Welcome to another video. Welcome. Welcome to a brand spanking new Manchester video. In this video, I'm going to talk about something that's been bothering me. It's been bothering me, and I just want to get this off my chest. Okay, I remember I did a video about Greta Thunberg, the Swedish climate change activist. I did a video about her and talked about her being pregnant and handling her climate change activist crusade. Yeah, and I have respect. I have nothing but respect for Greta Thunberg and what she's doing. Yeah, getting arrested by police in public spaces for protesting about the climate of the earth. Mother Earth is going through climate change, the climate crisis. And yeah, fossil fuels and pollution is just destroying this planet. And yeah, we here on Earth are just destroying this planet. And we are the cause of climate change. And yeah, and I remember the oil spill back in 2010. The BP oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico back in 2010. I'm not going to call the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. I'm just going to call it the Gulf of Mexico because that's the original name of that body of water. Yeah, the BP oil spill happened in the Gulf of Mexico. It polluted it. Yeah, the BP oil spill polluted that body of water, and sea life was affected by it. It was terrible. It was the worst environmental disaster I've ever seen, and that add fuel to the fire for climate change. But I'm not going to talk about stuff like that in this video. I'm going to go back to that video that I made about Greta Thunberg, which is not on this channel anymore. And I took it down because I had second thoughts. And I tell you why. Well, Greta Thunberg and people here on Earth value their privacy. And I crossed the line when I did that video about Greta Thunberg. And Greta Thunberg values her privacy. And there's a lot of people out there who value their privacy. You got people out there who are extremely, extremely private. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and I've been making videos on this channel, bringing my personal life and business. I'm gonna say not business. I made videos in the past on this channel, bringing my personal life onto this YouTube channel, and that's something I shouldn't be doing. I should be keeping my personal life to myself. And I feel like I'm just getting backlash for it. And on that video that I did about Greta Thunberg, I got a thumbs down. So that says it all. So in this video, I'm just going to talk about this. Everybody's personal life slash everybody's personal, what people do in their personal life is none of anybody's business. Yeah, it's none of, yeah, everybody's personal life is none of anybody's business. And I'm not going to get in anybody's business. I'm going to stay out of people's business. And I'm not going to like run around and blab to people in public about my business and what I want to do, because that's none of their business, really. And I've been shielded off from the world, and having learned to keep my private matter to myself. And I just feel bad, I just feel it just, you know, someone telling me, someone tells me something like this: I'm dating a Spanish chick, and I don't see her a lot, and we don't see each other a lot. And that's the type of stuff I'm going to keep off of YouTube. And hearing that tells me something, that someone like that want to keep their personal life to themselves and be private. And people like that, after you cross the line with those people by asking a personal question to them, after all of that, they just don't want to have anything to they just don't want to have anything to do with you. They just push you to the side. It just they just don't want to have anything to do with you. And if you come up to them and try to talk to them and apologize to them, they're just going to just further and further push themselves away from you and don't want to have anything to do with you. And if you do that, it shows that you're immature. And if you harass them and stalk them, you're gonna be arrested by the police, and that person is going to put a restraining order against you. And that's something I don't want to end up getting into. I don't want a restraining order put against me, so I'm going to leave those people alone. If those people don't want to have anything to do with me, and they hate my guts over something that I did to them, I'm just going to just leave them alone. And it sucks living here in the United States. It does. Like, the lack of social human connection, social isolation. You can't talk to anybody here. Yeah, you can talk to like people you can talk to hygienists at a dentist or at a doctor's office, or talk to cashiers at stores, and that's just about it. Like if you live in a neighborhood where people don't know their neighbors, and you can live next to someone, or someone can live across the street from you. And they never knew you, and they don't want to come over and introduce themselves or invite you over to their house or nothing. That's just how it is here. And that's one of the reasons why I want to leave the US. Well, going back to me blabbing to people here on YouTube about my personal life and getting into other people's personal lives, and like posting videos about somebody that I knew. Yeah, I did some stuff like that in the past, and I crossed the line, and I look back on that, and I shouldn't did that, but The damage has been done, and that person's going to hate me for the rest of their lives. And that's fine. And, I'm not going to worry about that because I'm not going to make that mistake ever again. And and yeah, I'm going to move abroad, move to a saner, healthier society that's good for my mental health, where my physical health, and I can socialize, I can talk to strangers, I can meet people, talk to strangers, form friendships with some people, meaningful friendships, not fake, phony, plastic friendships like here in the U.S. Yeah, I made some friends here in the U.S., but the friendship that I had with the people here in the U.S., basically from a job that I used to have, those people, this person who I was friends with, our friendship that I had with that person, well, the friendship I had with that person was just, it wasn't meaningful. It was a meaningful, strong friendship. It wasn't a true friendship. It was just like being with an acquaintance. I'm sorry about that. I can't pronounce words, but yeah, you just we're just like buddies, colleagues, instead of like being real friends. And yeah, so yeah, being just I just I just feel that I'm not gonna make any friends here in the U.S. because nowadays you got people who say stuff like this. I come to work to make a living. I didn't come to work to make friends with people. And hearing that, and that's just what the United States is all about. It's all about working and doing business instead of connecting with people and forming friendships with other people. And yeah, when I go abroad, I'm gonna deal with people in countries in Europe and other countries like in the world. I want to run across people who value privacy and they're reserved and they don't talk to strangers and they do the mind your own business thing. Yeah, I'm gonna run into that, and I'm not gonna let it bother me, and I'm not, and that's just how it is. And deep down inside, when it comes to people who want you to mind your own business and don't want to talk to you, um, yeah, that kind of hurts me inside. That makes me sad because deep down, I feel like there's something in me, like like back in the old days, like when you were a kid, you used to go around and talk to the other children, and nobody wasn't reserved and didn't want to have anything to do with you. I mean, talking to people and forming friendships as a child was easy, but it's completely different when you're an adult. So, yeah, and from here on out, I'm not gonna get into anybody's personal business. I'm not gonna get anybody. I'm not gonna get into. Well, I'm not gonna get into anybody's personal business slash life because what people do in their personal life is none of my concern anyway. So I'm not trying to stick my nose in other people's business. And yeah, I hear something from somebody, and I'm gonna say this. Yeah, even though it's none of my business, so and so did this. Yeah. So I'm not the type of person to go around and stick my nose in other people's business, but um I'm probably going to make that mistake if I mess around and say the wrong things by asking someone a personal question, which I shouldn't be doing. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, living in Europe, um I heard that Europeans are friendly. I heard you can like I well, some people say that, oh, if you're in France, the French will love to hear what you have to say. I mean, they want to hear what you have to say, and they want you to just let it rip and just say whatever is on your mind, and they'll listen to you. And I also hear stories that the French are rude by the views of Americans, but they're not rude. They just don't smile at people, and and they're not chatty, and they're not like about small talk like Americans are. But yeah, but I know something about the U.S. Yeah, the United States like to paint a false picture to everybody in the world, like in movies, making out like Americans are just wild, crazy, and free, and they're chatty and they're sociable, and that's all fake. If you are from another country, you come to the U.S. and you see how it is. It's not it's not what you saw in that movie. Because when you get here, people are not sociable. People are not down to earth. People, um, all they care about is working and doing their job, and they want you to mind your own business. And they'll say this: "You mind your business, I'll mind my own business. You keep in your space, I'll keep in my space." And like you can sit on a plane next to someone from the States. Like you can sit with them, they'll never talk to you, they'll never speak to you or anything. You just sit with them. And the only thing they'll ever say to you, if you sit in the wrong seat, they'll just tell you you sit in the wrong seat, and that's your seat over there, and that's about it. And yeah, invading someone's personal life and personal space is something that I don't want to do. And yeah, I'm gonna and those people who are extremely private, they can be viewed as cold and distant and standoffish, but that's just how they are, and you just leave those people alone. Yeah, you just leave them alone and just move on with your life, and that's all you can do. But I'm not gonna say that everybody is cold and antisocial and standoffish. And yeah, I notice you got some people who are very very private, who don't who just post a few pictures like on like Facebook, and that's about it, because they don't want to put themselves out to everybody. And I respect that. So well, during this day and age, I don't know if I should continue making videos for this channel or not. Should I shut this channel down or just keep posting videos? And you know what? I made my decision. I'll just leave the channel up. Let's leave it open and just keep posting videos. Even though these videos are not getting me anywhere, but all I can do is just post videos and just speak my mind, and that's just about it. And And I'm not going to blab to everybody about my personal life. If something happened to me in my life, I'm not going to come on here and talk about that. I'm just going to keep it to myself. But yeah, but let's just say if I have a girlfriend or a wife right now, and she want me to feature her in videos on this channel, and she doesn't want to do that. If she chooses to do that, if she chooses to give me the all clear, the all okay on including her in videos for my channel and post it on my YouTube channel, that's just up to her. But then again, if she says no, then I'm not going to put her in the video. If she says yes, I'll do it. That's basically up to her, and that's basically is up to people who want to talk about themselves to other people or not. That's their choice. Because we're all adults. We're all grown men and grown women, and we all are. And well, that's all I gotta say in this video. And before I end this video, there's someone who I blocked on this YouTube channel. That person is known as 217 Champion. I blocked him because I got tired of his cryptic messages in the form of comments on videos on this channel. He's very, very cryptic and weird, and I just got tired of it. So I just blocked him. So he probably went and trolled me somewhere on a video on another YouTube channel that I posted some comments on. Yeah, I posted some comments on a video on a YouTube channel, which is Winston Wu's YouTube channel, Happier Abroad. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to contact Winston Wu, and I don't know. I got a Facebook page. I can message him on Facebook, but it's hard to get him. I haven't been online a lot. Basically, I haven't. I'm not online all the time, so yeah. I don't know if I can get a hold of Winston Wu. How technology is now, I don't know. Yeah, I wish me and him we can do a video together. I'm not much of a talker, and I'll say things that are just all over the place, and I'm trying to get away from that. I'm trying to be a better talker and a better speaker. Well, be a better talker / speaker. If I could do that, maybe I could do a video or a podcast with the founder of Happier Abroad, Winston Wu. But I talked to Winston Wu about like 1 or 2 times, and that's about it. And it's hard to get him because he has ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and plus he's a father and he has a son. So and speaking of a son, yeah, I want to be a father in the future, but in order for me to be a dad, I gotta find that special woman out there. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna find somebody or I'm gonna be alone for the rest of my life. I don't know. I don't know what's in the cards for me, but all I can do is, I'm gonna do is just relax, stay calm, just live my life. Don't let anything get to me. Just practice, just do personal growth and strength. Yeah, these two, stepping stones that will help me become a better person. And I understand a lot of people don't stay the same. And I gotta realize that. Um, and again, I don't want to end up in prison. And I see how people are nowadays, and I just can't get mad and let them get to me and let them put me down. And oh yeah, and before I end this video, I noticed when I went to a Burlington Coat Factory store in Shreveport, Louisiana. Okay, I went there and to buy some jewelry for my mother for Mother's Day. And and when I got to the checkout counter when I got to the checkout counter, I just hand the cashier what I want to buy, the jewelry, a choker necklace and some earrings. That's for my mom for Mother's Day. Yeah, my mother got that gift now. Before I gave her the gift, I was paying for those things. I was paying for that at that Burlington Coat Factory in Shreveport, Louisiana. Okay, the guy that was ringing up the choker necklace and the earrings, this guy, he was just out of it. Like he was just lifeless. He was just dead inside. Like he was just sad. He was a white guy. He was bald. Yeah. And I want to say this to him. Hey, are you okay? Are you all right? And I just didn't have it in me to ask him that, because I know if I ask him that, he'll ignore me. And because I know that here in the United States, everything is all business. It's all business. And deep down inside, I'm a good person. I helped a little girl out in the past at a Best Buy in Bossier City, Louisiana. This was a long time ago. And she came into the store with a lot of pennies, and she accidentally dropped all these pennies all over the floor. And there was this cashier, which was a black woman. Yeah, it was a cashier with a black. It was a cashier that was a black woman that was standing at the checkout aisle, right next to the little girl dropping her pennies on the floor. The woman just stood there and didn't go and help the woman. Didn't go and help the little girl out. So I went out of my way and helped the little girl. I just gathered all the pennies up for her and just gave them to her. And this black woman just stood there and didn't move a muscle. Also, I helped a black woman at a Walmart in Shreveport, Louisiana. She asked me when I came out of the Walmart with things that I bought. I bought some shampoo for my hair and some other stuff. And when I was walking through the parking lot after I came out of that Walmart and made my way to my car, this woman stopped me by saying something to me. She asked me to help her out by getting a case of bottled water out of this shopping cart. She wanted me to do that because she said that she couldn't pick up that case of bottled water because she had arthritis. So I went and helped her out. I did something similar like that here in Texas. With a woman who also had arthritis, and she wanted me to get some plants and stuff out of a shopping cart. Stuff that she bought at this Walmart in Kilgore, Texas, where this happened. And she wanted me to get some things she wanted to get some plants and some things out of her shopping cart and put it in her car. And she thanked me. And that woman in Shreveport thanked me as well for helping her out, for helping her out by taking that case of bottled water out of the shopping cart into her car. And it showed that like I'm a good person. I'm willing to help somebody out. But I guess here on YouTube and also in real life, nobody cares. All they care about, if I do something despicable or do something heinous, they'll comment and just bash me and rip me to pieces. But if I do something good, do something kind, acts of kindness to people, help someone out, people automatically don't care. It's all about drama and just putting someone down if someone who's despicable, rotten, and no good. And that's just too much of that here in America. Yeah, here in America, people are just very anal and just strict and mean and cruel. They're just basically a bunch of pricks. They'll just tear someone down if they do something wrong. And it's hilarious. Like, they're so toxic, they'll bring out the worst in you and turn you into a monster. Then when they turn you into a monster and do something, you turn around and do something vicious to them, then they label you as cruel and an evil, sick piece of crap. It's just unbelievable here in the States, and it is. So yeah, anyway, yeah, life, yeah, life in America isn't that great anyway, and it'll be refreshing if I move abroad and live overseas. And I'm not gonna say that living abroad is perfect. Yeah, you're gonna have issues and problems. You're gonna have antisocialness and standoffish, cold people in countries like Europe and others, but it's not as bad as it is here in the US. So, in going back to like getting in people's personal lives and personal business and blabbing my personal, yeah, or going back to like getting into people's personal lives and blabbing my personal life to everybody here on YouTube. Yeah, that's something I shouldn't be doing, and I don't need to do that. I should respect people's privacy and keep my personal business privacy to myself. So yeah, yeah, you got some, yeah, and going back to Greta Thunberg, I don't know, I think, I mean, I don't know if I say like I don't know if like if I'm interested in Greta Thunberg or like want to like go on a date with her and be in a girlfriend and boyfriend relationship with her, or like or ask for a hand in marriage. I don't know. Like I don't know if she's into me or not. But you know what? I think she's too busy being being a climate change activist. So there. So yeah, any woman that I'm interested in. But yeah, but there's some women out there who are not going to be interested in me. Yeah, I see them and I like them, but they probably won't like me, and that's just how it is. It's just something that's on me that some women don't like about me, and that's just life. And I can't cry about it. But there's a woman out there who probably likes me. I just got to look for her. She's out there, and she is. But anyway, yeah, I think I shouldn't be talking about that at all. So, I'm just gonna keep that on the download, And so yeah, all right. That's all I gotta say in this video. More videos to come. Cheers and au revoir. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Au revoir.